Anybody who wants to pick up a camera and work on a story and be an independent journalist of any kind can access any area that is publicly accessible in any way.
This area here is for people that have legitimate business.
No, you don't get to just dictate what the public space is being used for, but that's what you're doing, but we're gonna correct this.
Okay.
This is Officer Anthony Hogg with Minot Police Department. I just want to advise you that you guys are able to hang out in that vestibule, but if you enter this doorway, you will be arrested because it is an invite-only area.
Oh,
If you prevent anybody from coming to talk to us, you will also be arrested.
sorry, what was your name and badge number, sir?
Officer Anthony Hogg, my radio number is 429. You have a better day.
Okay, and they actually just threatened us with arrest? Hey, Torms fam, coming at you with some more great content. We went to the Minot Police Department again today and trying to see if they have learned to respect our rights. Spoiler alert, not really. We also had Jane Fair with us for a portion of today's events, and it was good to have her along. Never hurts to have an extra camera. We did go visit the sheriff's office following the police department, but I'll let you see why and what happened in the content. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as always. And Two Arms fam, we have started to include links in the description below to Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, because it is definitely not free to do what we're doing. I'll do it anyways because of the love of my country and my fellow man, but we would greatly appreciate any help you'd like to give. Every dollar counts. So if you'd like to help your friends with a lens, keep making squeals with the wheels, and keep our feet on the street, you know what to do. We appreciate any help we can get because we have already spent thousands on doing this and not made one single penny from it. And I'm certainly not looking to make a living, but I certainly wouldn't mind recovering some of the cost. And I'm sure that Two Arms fam would love to help support us. Thank you much. Let's spread the love and the education for fun and for free. Let's help others learn their rights too. And without further ado, let's see what happens. Hey, Two Arms fam. We are back at the Minot Police Station here. Going to stop in and see if they've changed their tune about letting us access all of the public space available to us, and maybe talk with a couple of people if they're available. Get a little bit of a interview, I guess you could call it, and see if we're getting an education here and see if things are changing or not. So let's see how it goes. And unfortunately, Old Glory's on the other side. Hi, I'm an independent journalist looking to access the public areas of the building, and then...
You are in the public area of the building, thank you.
No. Okay, so apparently, folks, we have not changed our tune. We are still claiming that these areas with public information, pamphlets available to the public, vending machines, public bathrooms, benches, and the windows to access services are not being made available to us. So we'll just hang out for a while.
A few moments later.
So
Hi, how can I help you?
yeah, I'd like to speak with the highest ranking officer available in this building right now.
She's getting him right now for you, okay?
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yep.
So obviously, folks, we still have a serious misunderstanding here at Minot Police Department about public areas and what we're supposed to make available to, all of the constituents, all of the community. These public areas are clearly designated for public access. Now, it does make sense that they use this little area after hours because they have things that are available to the public out here to make payments or drop things off for tickets. And that's cool that that's available to the public even after hours. And then it makes sense not to let people just wander in there where they could damage things or, you know, tamper with things when it's after hours and there's nobody available here in the offices. But as far as during normal business hours, this entire public area should be accessible to anyone in the community who wants to come down here. What if someone was a victim of a crime and they wanted to come down here and they're nervous about telling somebody, but they want to look through all the public information here to see if there's information that would help them?
Hello,
How you doing?
how are you, sir?
Not bad.
My name's Shane.
Paul, nice to meet you.
What can I do for you?
Well, the beginning of the conversation would be clearly there are vending machines in here, there are benches in here,
Okay.
there are information for the public, pamphlets all over the place
What is it you're looking for as far as
to access.
information?
I'm looking to access the public area because I'm working on a story.
Well, here, unless you have business inside of here,
Yeah, that's not true at all.
okay,
Here's how the law actually works.
okay, you tell me, sir.
I will. Anywhere the public can go, even if it's by appointment or whatever, this is played out in the Supreme Court several
Okay.
times. Anybody who wants to pick up a camera and work on a story and be an independent journalist of
Sure.
any kind can access any area
Okay.
that is publicly accessible in any way.
This area here is for people that have legitimate business.
No, you don't
The
get to
police
just
department.
dictate what the public
I
space is
understand.
being used for,
I
but
just
that's
told you
what
what
you're
it was.
doing, but we're
Sure.
gonna correct this.
Okay.
We're going to correct this. I mean, we can correct it with a polite
Do
conversation.
you have anything else to say to me, sir? I have things to do.
No, I do.
We have business.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, what is it?
So what is your rank here?
A lieutenant.
Okay. Last time I was speaking with a captain.
Yep, they're busy.
Yeah, and so you would outrank those Sergeant Foley.
Yes.
Okay. So we have a video. We've watched it.
I'm gonna stop you there,
Everyone's watched it.
sir. I'm not gonna discuss an open case with you. I'll refer you to our city prosecutor.
Oh, okay. I'd be happy to have that conversation
Sure.
with him.
Go ahead. The city attorney's office is up at
Okay.
City Hall.
But there is another part of that discussion that is not part of the open case,
Okay.
which is when Melissa Ferris came here.
Sure.
She wanted to speak to someone to explain to her how the charges applied to her behavior on
She'll
that
have
day.
to I have to refer her to the city attorney.
I'm not her. I'm asking a question
Okay.
about the
Okay.
captain that she spoke to,
Sure.
Captain Sunbakken.
Okay.
Okay, Captain Sunbakken's behavior here with her that day was that of threatening her with arrest and charges for constitutionally protected activities, and this is on video. I'm not just
Again,
saying it
that's
without
the-
evidence of it.
That's debating the merits of her arrest, her constitutional activities. She would have to discuss that in court with a judge. That's up to a judge.
So if you arrested me today, right, so let's say somebody walks in here
Sure.
and they go, I don't like that guy recording, and so then you consider it disorderly conduct because I'm recording and that guy got mad about it, then...
I'm not gonna discuss the merits of that case. Well, I'm not familiar with it.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna discuss the merits.
So we're gonna whitewash this and sidestep it, and
No,
we're not gonna
whitewash.
take any,
That is a matter.
no
taken
accountability
to
here at
the
Minot
court.
PD?
That's
There's
a
no
matter taken up
accountability
with the
here.
court.
There's no accountability.
Sir,
here.
do you
That's
have
what I'm
anything
asking.
else other than the Melissa Ferris incident or this?
Yes, I
explained it to you.
absolutely want Minot Police Department to stop behaving with a disdain for the public.
No, there's no disdain here.
Yes, there is,
All
clearly.
right, sir. I've locked myself out. I'm gonna go this
Oh,
way.
I didn't-
And our
you could've left it
conversation's
open.
over. All right? So have a
Okay,
good day, sir.
I'll hang out.
Sure.
So clearly the disdain for the public, folks, is far and wide here and all the way up in the ranks. And that is why the other officers behave that way, because it comes from the top, apparently. I mean, he's a lieutenant. We've seen it from captain. We've seen it from lieutenant. The only one we haven't seen it from so far, folks, would be the chief himself. But we will redress our grievances and go higher. I will take steps going higher to redress our grievances, but if it has to end up at the state's attorney, prosecutors, at the mayor, at the governor level, then we'll do that. Because this is absolutely an abomination. You don't treat the public this way. There's clearly a disdain for anyone who doesn't do exactly what these tyrants just say do. If you don't do what they want and what they seem to want to dictate and falls out of their mouths regardless of the law, then you are an opponent of theirs as a member of the community immediately. So I'll tell you what we're gonna do. I guess we're gonna hang out here for a little while, see what happens there, and then we're gonna go around the outside of the building or anywhere that's publicly accessible and go maybe inspect some cars and take a look at some other things and see what happens. Apparently, Minot PD doesn't have time for a member of the public unless they are an obedient peasant. So since I am going against the grain and not being an obedient peasant, they don't have time for me, of course. All right, let's see if we are obedient.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to fill out a FOIA request for some information, public records.
Wait, you can go to our website and do that.
No, I can do it here too.
We don't have anything for you to fill out. So.
You don't have to. It can be done on a blank sheet of paper by law. And it can be done orally, actually, by the ADA law.
Okay, well then you can call in and do it over the phone. Or you can do it on our website.
So you're denying me access to a FOIA request directly?
Nope, I am sure not. It's records.minotnd.org, or you can call our phone number, which is listed right there on the door, right in front of you, and we will take your request over the phone.
Yeah, but the law says that I can give my FOIA request in person at any entity, and I'm already here. I've already driven to be here, and I'm present, and you're denying me access to
There
FOIA.
you go, sir. What's your name? What's your email address so I can write this down so I can send it to you?
My name is Paul.
Paul?
And I'd like to go to the publicly accessible window as anyone else would do in order to fill out a FOIA request.
Nope, I've taken many FOIA requests from this same speaker. So what would you like to request, sir?
Okay, well, then the first thing I would request is evidence of every single FOIA request you've taken in the last 6 months from this speaker.
Okay?
But I want to give my FOIA request as anyone else would at that window. I personally have it on video of someone else just a few days ago, maybe a week ago. I have video of someone filling out their FOIA request at that window. So I would like to do it the same as any other member of the public does. I don't want to be denied access. And clearly they closed the window again and being denied access. Being denied access and being denied services. Because I'm holding a camera and I am holding them accountable for what's happening here, I am being treated like a second-class citizen here. Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Not bad.
Hi, how can I help you?
Can you register?
Okay, hang on 1 second for me, please.
Okay. It's nasty out there.
Yeah. Yeah, they're probably gonna send an officer to open the door for you instead of just buzzing it because they're trying to keep me out of that area right now. Which is fine. I would never push past. I'm not gonna go through that door until they invite me anyways.
Yep.
But they don't know what I'm gonna do and I could just walk in. But I mean, really, what are you gonna hurt in there?
Yeah.
That is the public area. Benches, vending machines, public services, you know.
And it's been closed ever since COVID.
Right, and that's what a sergeant, I had a very pleasant conversation with one of the sergeants here when it was after hours. Man, it was below zero. We stood out here and talked for 20 minutes. He was a nice guy.
Yeah.
And that's what he had told me too, was that they did this during COVID and then it just sort of stuck.
Yeah.
Problem is, you're violating rights by not letting people have access to the public areas.
Exactly.
You know, and what are you gonna hurt? You know what I mean?
Which one of you is here to register?
Me?
Come on.
This gentleman.
Okay.
So I wonder who is. Apparently that young lady seems to be aggravated about us being here, so almost wonder if we should go say hi to her. That was That was funny. Now they're just not even answering, right? Well, and folks, we've been here for a little while. It's 2:26 now. 2:26 now, and they actually just took this gentleman all the way around to another door rather than even just having an officer open this one, because apparently they think that I might push past somebody or try to get in there and access it. They're going to that extent and level just to keep me out of the public spaces. I've never seen anything so ridiculous in my life. And hey folks, say hi to Jane Fair. So,
okay, do what you need to.
oh no, I wasn't shaking my head at you to go away. I was shaking my head at you because they've already been ridiculous. They sent a lieutenant out to talk to me for a moment, and he basically just blew me off, and then they won't let me into the public area, which they should. And so they went as far as another guy showed up to do something, and they walked him outside over to that door over there and all the way around to come into that area, just so that they didn't have to open that door while I'm standing in here. As if I'm going to, you know, push my way past somebody or something. I'm like,
Their usual juvenile behavior.
yes, it truly is. They behave like petulant children. Their behavior is literally that. I've said that on video before, or maybe I haven't, but I'm saying it for the first time now if I have to. They do act like petulant children. That door could be unlocked and wide open. I ain't walking through it until they invite me to, because that's kind of the point.
Oh.
I'm not going to walk through the door if they haven't invited me. I want it to be consensual. I want them to do what's right. If I just push my way through the door or sneak my way through the door, that isn't what I'm looking for. That doesn't make the point that they need to be welcoming to any member of the public who wants to access that area.
Yeah. I've been running in circles with other things with survival, because my situation is a good deal different than yours.
How you doing?
Good.
Oh, sorry, mind your way.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm not familiar. I know they do payment. Have a good day, sir.
You too.
I mean, do you honestly believe that every member of the public that comes in here to pay one of these fines was even rightfully written that fine?
No.
The way these officers behave in general, and I'm talking to the top lieutenants, sergeants, captains, and again, the behavior is that of a petulant child. Yeah, go ahead. It's kind of interesting. Oh, sorry, I'll let you.
No, you're. Are these guys?
Yeah, they're just trying to keep us out of the public area. We're trying to access our public areas of our building, and they don't want to let us.
Oh.
Well, me anyways. She just showed up a little bit ago.
Yeah, well, a taxpayer building, well, I've got business too. I'm trying to find out how much for the footage at the time I was in the lobby.
Well, let him talk to them. Hopefully they'll help him and not deny him service.
Well, this is actually kind of stupid, because I have to be here right now.
Right.
I need to be in there right now.
Oh, the computer, right?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully somebody looks in the camera and sees that it's you, because they're ignoring that. Because
Hello, how can I help you?
I need to do my 3-a-day, please.
Okay, you can come down to the other door, Paul.
Oh, down there?
Yeah, go out
Yeah.
there and then I'll meet you at the other door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
again, they're going to that extent to stop people from accessing the public areas.
They
That is
are.
ridiculous. You know, what are your options and forms of payment? That is a very legitimate question that they should answer.
And then here's the place that I buy it.
Yeah. So, not so unreasonable, folks, that they have these cars running right now. But, and we do have pretty nice cars here. Yeah, and notice it says, I love it, honor, dedication, integrity, community. That is so insane that they have that written on their cars. yet they behave the way they do towards the public. And I mean, we got pretty nice cars. These look like newer vehicles. These look, and they're keeping them pretty clean. They look good. I mean, the outside and the inside. So it looks like they are respecting our vehicles. How you doing?
That's good. How you doing?
Yeah, pretty good. You got your car is clean, man.
Yeah, it's got a car wash.
I love it. But even inside, man, you're keeping it nice. Thank you. Yeah, and this one looks like it's pretty well kept. I mean, so clearly they're taking care of the vehicles, and they're good-looking cars. I mean, this is our tax dollars at work, you know, and it appears that they're taking care of them pretty well. But and I'm sure that there are some officers. That gentleman actually, he didn't seem like he was disturbed by my presence at all. I'm sure there are officers here that are good folks, just doing their job. I know they're here somewhere, but man, the level of disdain, and I know I'm saying that word too much, but I don't think I could possibly overstate the horrible behavior that Minot Police Department is showing the public when we're here. I don't think there's any possible way that we could overstate that. Let's take a look at some of our other cars here. Uh-oh, somebody left the window down. That's not going to be good. Somebody left the window down on 16 here. That's probably a bad deal. They're going to have snow inside the car. They're going to get snow inside the car on that. That's not a good deal. I wonder if any of these other ones did. No. Of course, they are always watching us. I can, from where I'm standing now, I think I can count 6 cameras. So, and I guarantee you that somebody's keeping an eye on me. Hey, Unit 16's got a window down in case one of you guys wanted to roll it up. I'm sure you don't want snow in the seats.
I don't know. I don't like the guy that drives out. I'm just kidding.
Yep. So, let's check on Jane one more time.
Kind of like the wait staff that they were interviewing in those sit-ins where they were trying to desegregate counters. The wait staff didn't feel comfortable waiting on people of all colors, and you don't feel comfortable obeying the laws and opening your public areas. She says that I need a 4 terabyte hard drive, or they will provide me an email link for $100 payment. And if I want to pay cash, I have to put it in one of those drop boxes. Yeah, look up the laws that are both federal and state on FOIA, and those will outline what they can charge you and what they can't. And well, that's what they're doing online.
I'm a suspect.
Melissa, Paul, can you guys hear me?
yeah, who's this?
This is Officer Anthony Hogg with Minot Police Department. I just want to advise you that you guys are able to hang on in that vestibule, but if you enter this doorway, you will be arrested because it is an invite-only area.
Oh, so,
if you prevent anybody from coming to talk to us, you will also be arrested.
sorry, what was your name and badge number, sir?
Officer Anthony Hogg. My radio number is 429. You have a better day.
Okay, and they actually just threatened us with arrest. Nice.
If that happens, then we...
Well, what they're hoping...
If it comes in, or somebody complains about them, you know. Somebody complains about them being out with this sort of conduct. Yeah. But if they block somebody,
If we can't do it, if they complain because they're videotaping, they have to do something else.
they have to, yeah. I mean, they can't speak.
Right.
I think that case law is...
My behavior has to be something criminal in order to try and arrest me. You can't arrest me just because someone else is simply upset of my presence. That's not the way the law works. I'm mad because he's here. Or even if I said something that they didn't like, you still can't. That's freedom of speech. unless I'm committing a crime, which would be fighting words, you know, antagonizing someone intentionally, I'm sure they would weaponize it quickly. But my behavior has to be something unlawful, not just someone else simply being upset with what I'm doing. I mean, if they decide to arrest me, they're in for one hell of a ride. Because I will never make a plea bargain. Never. I'm going to trial with a jury. If I ever get arrested unlawfully, I'm going to trial. And they're gonna be in there. And then following that trial, if it doesn't get dismissed in the first place, because it probably will, when my attorneys get a hold of it, then I'm going to turn around and strip them of their qualified immunity. Because once a law enforcement officer violates knowingly your rights, they're stripped of their qualified immunity, and now I can sue that law enforcement officer, him or herself. Not the department, not the city. I don't want to take money from the taxpayers. But again, that's also only in the event that someone behaves out, you know, abusing their authority to the level of putting people in a cage. That is ridiculous. They're counting on people making a plea bargain. That way their arrest doesn't come back to haunt them. They'll make you feel so threatened by the ridiculous charge that they put on you that you'll end up taking a plea bargain. And then once you take that plea bargain, then you're not going to be able to ever hold that officer accountable for it. And that's how the system usually works. But I guarantee you, anybody puts their hands on me, there ain't going to be no deal. I'm going to court and I'm going to go all the way to trial. Believe me, this ain't my first rodeo. There's another county in this state where I won't say I'm personally responsible entirely, but I was very involved in one of the state's attorneys, prosecutors getting fired. I made sure that woman was gone, and she is, and she can never return to the justice system in this state. And I will do that again if someone crosses me in the way of putting their hands on me. I will legally and lawfully definitely redress my government to the point. You can't put your hands on people. All right, Two Arms fam, we've hung out here. It is now, I gave you guys the time earlier. It was right about 2 o'clock and 2:08 when I marked the time, but I had already been here for a while. It is 2:58 now, almost 3 o'clock. We've gone out and inspected some vehicles. Apparently the petulant children of this department are still behaving the same way. And I guess they believe that they can just behave this way. You know why? Because up until now, they've gotten away with it. No one has ever challenged them properly enough and made them face consequences or made them face what they're doing wrong to people. So they believe that they can just continue to do it as long as they want. So, Two Arms fam, we're here to show them different. Let's go redress our government. And until next time, stay safe out there. All right, Two Arms fam, we are here at the Ward County Sheriff's Department to redress our grievances with the police department, since the sheriff is the elected official of every county, of course, in the entire U.S. But this is the Ward County Sheriff's Department. See if we can talk to the sheriff, or at least someone of a high-ranking authority here. Hi.
Hello.
I was wondering if the sheriff is available.
I can find out.
I'd sure appreciate it.
What are you wanting to talk to him about?
I have a pretty serious civil rights violation, and I've been threatened with arrest for something that is unlawful.
Okay. Give me 1 second here.
And Jane Fair is here with us just as a backup camera. She's not necessarily involved in the interaction, but hi, Jane. We're glad to have her along. It's always good to have additional cameras. Never hurts. They sure do have, I mean, look, the sheriff's office is very friendly as far as, I don't know, I'm not saying the people, but as far as their lobby here, they got a little space for kids. The public restrooms are available. You walk in here and it's nice, it's clean. It's very inviting, as it should be. Hey, how you doing?
Good.
I'm sorry, I was narrating a bit. I'm Paul. Bob.
Bob Rude.
Are you the sheriff here?
I am.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for coming out to see us. So I went over to the Minot Police Department, and I'm sure you're aware of their setup where they have sort of a bullpen area and then a continued public lobby, which I had a conversation, I want to say 2 weeks ago, with a sergeant who had told me they did that during COVID, and then they just sort of kept doing it. The community should be allowed to use and have access to the services and to the public areas anytime they want to, as long as it's during, time, place, and manner. Time, place, and manner during business hours. You're not being unruly or disorderly. You're just politely coming in saying, hey, I want to come in. And you're not loitering. You're not breaking any laws. So you're the sheriff, and in any place, anywhere in this country, the sheriff, our elected official, is absolutely the authority of that entire county of all levels of law enforcement. And so, I mean, I don't want to be, I'm trying to have polite conversations. And so that's why I'm here today to talk to you, sir. Your next step to me to redress my grievance that I'm being threatened with arrest for a lawful activity and I'm being refused access to our public spaces. And I wondered if you could help me repair that situation.
I would probably talk to the city manager, really.
Okay? So, I mean, you're the sheriff, so you are the authority, because you're our elected official.
For criminal matters, yes.
Right, and I'm being threatened with arrest for a constitutionally protected activity. So I just wondered where you stand on that and if you can help us correct that.
Well, are you looking to, like, file criminal charges?
No, I'm looking for you as the leadership of all law enforcement in this county to have some discussions with Minot PD that they need to stop behaving this way toward the community.
Well, I can do that.
That's kind of all I'm asking is polite conversations can fix a lot of things without having to hurt somebody.
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand what I mean, we're on the same page now. I'm trying to understand if you're trying to file a complaint.
No.
Criminal complaint, because I can only do a criminal complaint. I can't talk to them.
First thing I want to do is have polite conversations. And that's how I behave with Minot, is have those conversations with them politely and courteously, but they don't want to have conversations. I mean, is that normally the behavior of Minot PD in general? Because everything I've seen so far, again, and I don't say it lightly, I don't normally just sling insults at people, but I cannot put it any other way than petulant children the way they're acting. Very much. Is that normal for them?
Well, I don't know if we call it normal, but I mean, it's not something, I don't run that department, so.
No, but
That's something I can control. I mean, like, that's why I said maybe the city manager or somebody like that would be a better source for you to talk to.
Right.
If you don't feel like you're being treated.
and I might, if you can't have the conversations with them and help out, because maybe you can. Let's, you know what I mean? Each step up the chain.
I mean, I can have the conversations, I just,
Right.
I guess I can't guarantee you.
No, of course not. I would never ask you to guarantee me anything. But again, as the leadership to the law enforcement in your county, I was just hoping that I could, talk to you. And you have no idea how much I appreciate you even just coming out and talking with us. And I say us, my audience. But I'd like to give you a minute to have a conversation, maybe with the chief, or I'm told it's an acting chief right now.
He's an acting chief right now.
But he still is, you know.
He's still in charge.
Right. So maybe next week, what would be good for you? How many days would you like to have those conversations?
Couldn't be before Wednesday, because I got things going Monday and Tuesday. So
Okay.
maybe Wednesday afternoon, maybe.
Yeah, I'm willing to work at your convenience. So you're saying Monday or Tuesday, you want me to, when's a good time for me to come see you?
Probably Wednesday,
Wednesday? And I think,
because I got meetings and stuff on Tuesday. So.
yeah, I gotta ask my wife. We all have to ask the wife before. I think I'm okay Wednesday. If not Wednesday, can we do Thursday and I'll call you?
Yeah.
Do you have a card with your phone number, email, so that I can?
I might have a card.
You know,
We just change the email address. It's they changed us to state email,
Okay.
so. All right. They changed it, so it's rwroot@wardnd.gov.
Okay, RWRUED.
Yeah, ROED.
ROED. Okay, that's why I asked, because my handwriting sucks too. My penmanship is terrible. So I don't blame anybody else or hold them accountable for it.
Best to have, if you let me know when you're coming in.
I mean, how do you guys do this here? I mean, would that behavior be acceptable in the SO?
I mean, well, we have stuff on the walls for you to look at, so.
Yeah,
You're
right.
welcome anywhere. I mean, if the door is closed, it's locked, so.
Right, yeah,
That hallway you're talking about there, and that's just a hallway back there, so there's really nothing there.
right,
It's open, but there's nothing there.
yeah.
And anything in here is open.
Yeah, and when you walked out, I was saying to my camera, to my audience, that door looks like it's open, but it almost looks like that might not be, and on the back side of that door could be a sign that says personnel only. I would look before I went through a door.
Yeah.
Because I'm not looking to break laws or go anywhere I'm not supposed to go. I just want to have access to the public areas, and that's all.
Just anywhere in here, this is all public area.
Yeah, and I will encounter people with politeness. Now, I have reciprocated some forward and not so great conversations, but I've never started a conversation that way. I've only reciprocated what I've received, in some cases less than I received, because I won't go to certain levels. That's just not who I am. My audience gets mad at me for that, actually. They make comments and say, why didn't you, say do this? And I'm like, that's just not my style, guys, and you know it.
Yeah. But even over here, you gotta realize you make people nervous. People are nervous about talking to you, so, and people don't completely understand, everything that you're talking about, so.
True.
So we do get phone calls sometimes when we're over there, because they don't know, they're nervous. You're pointing the camera at them. I talk to the media all the time, so.
Right. Well, you guys walk around with body cams on.
When we have cameras on ourselves. So.
Yeah, you guys literally walk into people's private homes and having conversations with them is what could be the worst moment of their entire life, and your body cam is public. Anyone can see it who wants to, unless it's involved currently in a ongoing investigation. Thank you, sir. I lost my thought there. Thank you. But once it's over, then it becomes public again anyways.
Sure.
So it's, we're on cameras everywhere we go these days. And I don't even mind somebody being hesitant and asking me questions. I'll answer your questions. And I'm pretty sure after you talk with me for even a couple minutes, you're going to realize I'm not hostile. I'm not, I'm peaceful. I just want to talk to people if they want to talk to me, and I want to walk around and access public areas. And I think I know who you're talking about, because that was not the recorder, the auditor. Was it the auditor's office?
Auditor's office,
yeah.
They got money to get confidential stuff.
Yeah, in that whole building, everyone was friendly except for the auditor's office. And and the only reason I went in there actually is other folks in the building had told me the auditor's office was in part responsible for, or could lead me in the right direction about the unlawful signs that are telling people they're not allowed to record in that building. There are rules.
Yeah.
And whoever made that list obviously knows that that's not a law, because they put, codes behind all of their rules that do have a lawful code to back them up. You can't walk in there drunk and disorderly and screaming and yelling at people. Clearly, there's law to back that up. So the other ones, though, don't have a code, a city code or municipal code, or a statute or anything behind it. And so they know it's not a statute and it's not a law, and you can't enforce that. And I think I came over here and talked to one of your deputies. I'm sorry, I don't remember his title.
Yeah, chief deputy.
Nice guy. We had a conversation, but he was leery when he first talked to me too. That's fine. I get it. You're not used to it. It's something a little weird. Ask some questions. Find out what's going on. I've had people ask me about my mask too, and I'm like, okay. There are a lot of reasons a person could be wearing a mask. What if I'm a burn victim? And the only way I feel comfortable going into public is that this lower half of my face has been burned to nothing. And I'm uncomfortable in public if I don't have something to cover it. That's not a justifiable reason. I mean, the only justifiable reason I need is just because I want to. There's no law against it. Matter of fact, the government made us wear masks for a couple of years. I'm not even going to go down that buddy trail. But when their immediate reaction is just very rude and saying, yeah, we're going to call people with guns to come over here and manhandle you and throw you out of the building. I mean, that's not the appropriate reaction either. In my opinion, and it's obviously shared by many, many millions of people right now. Did they ever do anything with those signs? I haven't gone back to check yet. That wasn't my focus today.
No, I mean, they're in the commission meeting until tomorrow, so, Tuesday, next Tuesday.
Okay. I hope that we can redress this issue with Minot PD in a peaceful way and just with conversations. And I genuinely appreciate you being willing to have those conversations. I'll email you, like I said, probably Monday or Tuesday to say either I'm going to make it Wednesday or try and hopefully you'll be available Thursday, if not Wednesday. Is that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm here all week next week, so.
Right. Well, I mean, you got a job to do too.
I just know Monday and Tuesday I got meetings and stuff that I have to be at. Commissioner meeting being one of them, so.
All right. If you feel the conversations are unsuccessful, or I visit there again and the behavior hasn't changed, then yes, I'll take your suggestion on the next step you think would be the city manager.
I think, yeah, I mean, the city manager would be the next step above the acting chief.
Okay. Do they open that subject about the chief or acting chief in the public meeting like next Tuesday? Is that a subject that they'll address?
Their meetings are normally Monday nights.
Okay.
Our meetings are Tuesday mornings.
So
I'm not sure when the next city council meeting is. It might be because it's coming Monday, but
okay.
theirs are in the evenings.
There's a schedule online, right?
Yeah, there's a schedule.
Okay, and then, so there are separate meetings for you as the sheriff's office and then the PD for their,
Their city, we're county, so there's a city council and there's the county commissioners.
okay, gotcha. All right, well, you know what, I really appreciate your time. Thank you for coming out to see me and talk with us, and I've had a great experience so far here with everybody I've encountered, the sheriffs in this county has been very, very polite and pleasant to talk to. I haven't had any problems. And I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that you do let us have access to, I mean, it's ridiculous, the public bathrooms are in there. So somebody's gotta go to the bathroom, they can't even get to the bathrooms unless they deem you worthy of passing that door. That's ridiculous. Anyways, thank you, sir. I appreciate all your time. You have a great day, and I will email you. Hey, Two Arms fam. Glad to see you made it here to the end with us. That was some great content. I am hopeful that the sheriff might do the right thing and have some conversations, and who knows, maybe the PD will start to behave themselves. I'll let you guys get into the comments and talk about that, though. I love seeing all the different conversations and debates and constructive criticism for us. Get in those comments and let's have these discussions and let's learn our rights. That is the whole point. The education for us, the education for the police department, for all the government employees, for all of us. That's what we're all about, is that education. But anyways, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Until then, stay safe out there.
Hi everyone, I'm your best friend